Alright, so I'm here in Port Jervis, New York, and we're going to take a look at this house here with a bunch of bid after the fact opportunities, and I just want to point out some things at this house so that we can capture all of the bid after the fact work items that are here. There's quite a bit in this house. We just want to make sure that we take advantage of every property, all the money, all the opportunity that's there, and so we're just going to go through this house. So when we step up to this house, we see that there's a lot of shrubs that are against the house. It looks like someone chopped off the top so that they weren't up on the roof, but they're still against the house. And all of these shrubs should be back away from the house at least 18 inches. And so there's an opportunity here to complete all of this with this bid after the fact work here at this property to get it. It needs to be away from the rail, away from the house. This little bit here, these vines, these flowers, all needs to be cut back away from the house. We've got some debris down here that can be removed as far as the sticks, the branches. As we come back and look at this particular bush here, this all needs to be pulled back away from the house as debris, and it's trees, shrubs, and vines. This needs to come down. All of this needs to be back away from the house. You can see someone tried chopping it off, but that's not good enough just to get it off away from the roof. It's got to be away from the house. On the ground, there's bits and pieces of shingles, this debris, so this can be picked up and moved and relocated. I know it's not much, but every little bit it counts. We can continue to see that these bushes need to be trimmed back away from the house. As we come down the side of the house, we see that there's more bushes along the fence line. Don't forget that fence lines for BATF work can be included in the linear feet for every job. They can be taken down. I'm going to get back to this deck. Again, people tried just trimming the tops of these trees away from this deck, but you can see that the trees are growing inside the deck. These trees should have been taken down all the way back away from this deck. 18 inches is the rule. So there was another 20, there was about 28 linear feet of shrubs and trees here that needed to be taken down. We could take these down away from, you can see they're growing out of the deck. There's actual stuff growing out of the deck here. And there's quite a bit of work here that can be done. The things growing on the house. As we make our way back, again, don't forget the fence lines. All of these shrubs, trees, weeds, everything, they need to be cleared back from away from the front fence line, 18 inches or so. So there's a lot of linear feet here on this property that needs to be cleared back for this bid after the fact work. Got a little bit of debris here back in the corner against this against the fence here that can be taken. These shrubs need to be trimmed. These weeds and shrubs need to be trimmed. And then once this is trimmed back here, we can see that we've got some debris in this ladder and a few other things. Over here is debris, like this debris in this area. So all this stuff could be gathered up. It's less than 15 cubic yards, so it wouldn't necessarily need a tarp as long as it's out of the way and out of the sight of the road. Coming down this fence line, this is really just a string trimming issue. Along the back of the house, we got a tree here that could be taken down. The tree really is growing too close to the house, so it'd be better to just take this tree down and get it away from the house. These are really string trimming opportunities here, although there is some debris, the shingles, the gutter. There's a hazard here in this hammer and this axe that's here. And as we come across the bottom of the house here, underneath, there's a lot of debris down here that could be relocated and bid after the fact. And then as we come up on the porch, there's debris that the client would want to be relocated and bid after the fact. So at this property, there's a lot of trees and shrubs and vines that need to be cleared out along the fence, along the house. There's a lot of debris that needs to be moved. There's a lot of opportunity at this property, much more than just a grass cut. that we wouldn't want to leave here. So be sure to look at these properties, look for every opportunity, whether it's trees, shrubs, vines, debris. Read your work orders, make sure that you complete everything that you can.